Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to February's feature updates, where we share live what's going on here inside of Pebble. I've got my co-founder here, Kevin. Kevin, how you doing?
Good. I'm doing well. It's a great day for updates. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so we do this every month, so make sure you do subscribe to us on YouTube. Again, we sort of hold ourselves accountable to you guys by sharing with you guys what's going on. And Pebble is a platform that continues to change over time. So we've got a number of things to share with you guys today, and we're going to jump right into it. So the first thing, houses. This is something that you weren't, I mean, you could have done inside of Pebble, but now we've made this really accessible for those of you that are also wholesaling houses, flipping houses. And so we're going to continue to build out those features. But maybe, Kevin, you can sort of give us a little sneak peek into what that sort of looks like.
Yeah. So now when you go to your properties page, let me preface this by saying that if you're using Pebble for land, you shouldn't see any changes.
Correct.
Basically, we're gonna try to leave Pebble alone when it comes to land. We know that that's the vast majority of our customers are doing that. So any additions we make to support housing will sort of just be background items that you may run into. So we just wanted to share them here. So you'll now notice when you import properties either through a campaign or you go to add one here, we now have some new fields that are available, such as the address. And I can also add bedrooms, bathrooms, floors, year built, those sort of housing fields there. So you can fill those out. And when you do that, your property has just a little bit of a change. I'll just go here and search for something with bedrooms. And you'll see that we just sort of changed the look of the property to, instead of showing the APN number, we show the address. So that's the new look of a housing property. And other than that, this pretty much behaves exactly the way you would expect it to. You can create deals, you can add your custom fields. And for those of our customers who are doing those house deals in between their land deals, this is a great way to keep everything in one place.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. I think there was sort of a workaround that you had to do before. Not everybody in the house world had APN. I mean, there was an APN, but nobody sort of indexed their properties by APN. So now you can do it by the address, and you're going to see some of those, show up once you sort of upload those properties in. So that's what's going on the house side of things. Let's jump into a completely different area. I'm going to share my screen here, all on our new changes with some of our envelopes here. So we now introduce handwritten envelopes. So what I mean by handwritten is there's a handwritten font now. We also have a couple stamp options. So we have what we're calling our regular live stamp, and then also a live stamp with a cancellation mark. So that is now also available to you guys when you go through and activate a mailing campaign within Pebble. I think there's a huge advantage here using our mailing campaign, is that you can track every single piece, you can control your mailing, you can alter your mailing at any time. You have full control. Unlike any other mail service, once you're committed, you're committed. You can't go back and make any of those changes. Um, One thing that I've been sort of leaning into quite a bit here with the team is the whole AI operator and agent side of things as well.
Mhm.
So, eventually, when you are using things like agents, you want your agents to be able to pull things up, look things up very easily, and we're going to be able to contain a lot of that inside of Pebble. So even data about your mailing will be living inside of Pebble as well. So again, there's more options now with your mailing. You also have the ability to add taglines. Are you able to talk a little bit about that, Kevin? I don't have a screenshot of that here.
Yeah, yeah. So this will so we when you go to activate a campaign or send a letter some other way through Pebble, you will see now the option to select your envelope type. So that is either double window, which was the default we had before. We have full window, or the regular non-windowed envelope. When you select that regular non-windowed envelope, you get the access to the live stamps, and actually live stamps also work with double windows as well, but you'll see those options available there. And then the additional thing is we have taglines. So this came into play with some of the law changes around mailing that some states are enforcing. I believe today it's only Georgia that requires a tagline. Basically, what that means is if you're going to send a solicitation in Georgia for a property, you need to include a line of text on that envelope that's specific to Georgia. It says like this is uh, a solicitation for property, yada yada yada. So you can put that text onto the tagline when you activate your campaign. That text will be printed there at the top of the letter. So just a way to comply with those states that are doing that.
So could you, Kevin, use that tagline for marketing purposes as well?
You could, yeah, yeah. You could put whatever you want in there. We left it open to you to decide what that is. So yeah, there may be some other text you want to put on there.
Yeah.
Um, Maybe stars and heart emojis. I don't know.
Okay, awesome. All right, let's jump to the next one here, Kevin. Record lead forms from the inbox. Can you share with us what that is about here?
Yeah, so we have the inbox. We've recently, with our new redesign, we've streamlined a lot of this and got things a little tighter, easier to navigate. And one of those things is we now have just one place to start a new conversation. So this is where you go if you want to compose an email, write a text message, make a call. And what you can also do now is record a lead form. So for those of you who have created lead forms for your inbox, you just click that and you can record. If you have an inbox lead form that you want to ask the same questions to everybody that comes in. Now, if you just get a phone call on your phone
Right.
and you're talking to this person, you can quickly just go grab a lead form, type in the information there. Any custom questions that you have will be there. You fill those in, submit it, and then that will show up right in your inbox, and then you can then assign that to a contact and a deal and all that. So that's a
Yeah.
quick way to
I
create
definitely
lead.
think that that's a huge convenience there when somebody does call in. You want to ask those same questions. You want to
Mhm,
jot those things down. You want to make sure you stick to the order of questions that you have. So that'll come right into your inbox.
mhm.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's talk about the last item here, the collapsible task list. I think we've been sort of working on this page for a little bit here, and I'll let you share your screen and show
Yes,
what this
one.
is all about here. Yep. So
Yeah.
the task list is living on the deal page. Um, there was, I think, for a little bit it was moved to a tab, but we've brought that back. The full task list now is accessible on the actual deal page. So here's an
Yep.
example here.
Yeah, so this was an issue that we saw some users running into, and we were getting complaints about this, and that was that they would have lots and lots of tasks on their deals. Like this deal has many, many task lists, and there were just like lots and lots of tasks, and the page was getting overwhelming. So what we've done now, so we did a couple things. We brought a new page where you can click over to this tasks summary page and see a list of all your tasks. We also got some feedback that people wanted to still be able to view their tasks from that main summary page, but sort of have best of both worlds, where I can see the tasks, but I can also collapse them if I don't care. So this is what you will now see, where I can expand my task list. I can see what tasks are there. I can expand multiple if I need to. And then if I even want to just expand everything and just do a full overview of everything that's there, I can click this expand all um, link there, and that will expand all my tasks. And then conversely, I can collapse all of them. So this just gives a more condensed view of your task lists without overwhelming you on your deal.
Awesome. All right. Well, this wraps up February feature updates. Again, we're going to continue to share more about this. Hey, I do want to make an announcement here. This month, I am running the Dirt Hacker Challenge. It's a completely revamped challenge here. It's a 3-day session, an hour a day. So if you're interested, drop your email in the chat below, and then we'll make sure to get you a link. We're not really putting this anywhere else. We're sort of running a small group this month. And really what you're going to get out of these 3 days is, okay, you've proven the concept of land investing. You know it works. You've done a deal or multiple deals. Okay, but how do you actually grow this business? How do you actually build processes? How do you actually get systemized? And then I've been saying this earlier. This year, we're going to start seeing virtual team members like agents or artificial intelligence operators come in and help you. The more that you have a centralized and accessible system for them, the more likely they're going to be able to successfully execute on the tasks and the processes that you have in place. So it's really important for us to get that in place right now before all that comes into place this year. So if you're interested, drop your name. We'll send you a link to join us. It's going to be happening February 24th to 26th. At 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, an hour for the 3 days. Kevin, thanks very much for joining us on this feature updates, and we'll see you guys all next month. Take care, guys.
Thanks, everyone.